And now let's go live to the basketball court for simulcast coverage of high school basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
And welcome back again to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Dustin Shakespeare on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports as we move to the boys now with a semifinal action between the top-seeded Morgan Trojans and the number 12 Grantsville Cowboys. Both of them coming out of the same region. And Dustin, that means they've met twice already this season. What have you seen in their previous matchups?
Morgan's been able to control both games really, really well as they've been able to take Dresden out and force Cole Sparks into shooting a lot of shots. And then in Morgan, the last game, they came out. Morgan was in their 1-2-2 half-court trap. Grantsville was managing that pretty good. It was a tight ball game, one possession. And then Morgan decided, hey, let's just go full court man. And when they went full court man, they just turned them over and ran the layups, and that's where it became 53-93 ending after that. It just went from good tight ball game to they couldn't handle the pressure, and it went out there. But Jordan Fossen now has played a lot more ball with that coming back from that broken hand, and he's critical to their ball handling. He's their point guard. He takes care of it. I think that'll help him against the man to be able to manage it better.
So when you look at these two teams, what keys do you see coming into this?
Well, Morgan's got to come out and do what they do. Put the good, strong ball pressure on. Get Bracken Saunders great looks, and the big fella Mason has got to be able to clean up around the glass and get Dresden out and away. If you're Grantsville, Dresden's got to get touches. When Dresden gets good touches and they move through the offense together, they're a lot better. Yesterday, we got to call that fun ball game with them. When they shared the ball, that got Mortensen much better shots. That Crew Allred got a couple looks. He didn't get to play as much in that one, but they were able to shoot the ball much better as Dresden got touches.
The high-low action with Jackson Jensen
was really, really good. I'd be curious to see if they can run that against a man. I expect you're going to see a fair amount of man out of Morgan because that would be a good action, as you saw. It was really effective yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Let's go ahead and go to our starters. First off for the Grantsville Cowboys, wearing number 1, a senior guard, Cole Sparks. Number 3, a senior point guard, Jordan Fossen. Wearing number 5 is a senior forward, Jackson Jensen. Number 24 is a senior center, Dresden Jensen. And number 32, a sophomore forward, Brigham Moritzen for the Cowboys. They're coached by Stace Riding. They'll be in their road reds. And now for the home team, the top-seeded Morgan Trojans, here is Dustin Shakespeare.
All right, here we get to see number 3. He's a senior coming out, Brody Peterson. Then you got a 6'5" senior, number 5, Bracken Saunders. Then you've got a senior, number 11, Jake Hansen. 6-foot junior, number 25, Cade Spence. And then the big fella, he's 6'6", he's a senior, number 31, Mason Williams. And Morgan is coached by Scott Hunt.
Trojans will be in their home whites with the maroon letters and numbers, maroon trim on their jerseys. And they'll be going left to right across your TV and computer screen. And it'll be Grantsville going right to left to begin today's ball game. It'd be Williams for Morgan jumping against Jensen for Grantsville. Any other?
Well, it's a good rivalry matchup between these two.
Yes.
And where we're Central Utah, we don't feel it as much. But, talking to Coach Hunt, talking to friends in Grantsville, there's definitely a rivalry component here. So playing for the third time, if you're Grantsville, how do you keep Morgan slowed down? You've got to have this a slower paced game. You cannot get out and run with them, and you've got to take care of the ball. If you're Morgan, come out early and just be really aggressive. Be patient because you can't get up by 20 early. That doesn't happen in 3 possessions.
Right. Driving in is Peterson, tries to dump it off, and it's thrown behind Spence, taken away by Grantsville.
And this is a different Grantsville team that's really gelled nicely the last couple weeks.
Fossen drives in, tries to pass it off to Jensen. Ball gets kicked out of bounds by Morgan.
Spence doing a nice job jumping in there, coming from the backside. So Morgan is starting out in a man. Long conversation about
with the officials. I think they're trying to decide if the shot clock should bump up to 20 on a kick. If it's a kick, it should jump to 20.
Good eye right there.
Jaden Gurney, one of the officials.
Working through it there. The tough part about this is just the momentum piece. You came out amped up, got the jump ball ready to fly, both teams, and it just kind of goes, which I think helps out, favors Grantsville a little bit because you just don't want to get things going too fast if you're Grantsville.
They set it to 24, which I think is the college. Well, I don't know. I don't know what number that is.
I don't know what number that is.
Anyway, they added 7 seconds.
At least they added.
Maybe it just kept running. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Pass got tipped. Taken no by Jensen. He'll get it to Fossen. Now to the wing to Moritzen. Back up top to Fossen. Guarded tight by Peterson. Gives it up for Jackson Jensen. Right wing it goes to Sparks. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Sparks curls in. Kicks it back up top to Fossen. Drives the lane. Puts it with a 10-foot runner. Off the back of the rim, no good. Dresden Jensen had the rebound. Saunders rips it away. Down the floor to Peterson, off and running. Left side layup is good.
Really nice transition as Spence and Brody had gone clear out. And so he had his choice who he was going to throw that to.
Fossen able to get it ahead to Jackson Jensen, who hands off to Moritzen. Lob inside for Dresden. Had the backdoor cut, but Jackson Jensen cut back out, and out of bounds it goes.
It's a little miscommunication. And Williams ended up playing behind Dresden that time, pushed him out to about 7 feet.
So under a minute, or just over a minute into the game, 2-0 Morgan here in this 3A boys semifinal. Right wing Peterson.
Little circle action coming off of Williams.
And now foul on Fossen as he came into Hansen trying to jump the passing lane.
Good job by Hansen. Just keep pursuing that ball to where he had to come fouling. Just a high-low. It starts with that UCLA, not a high-low, a 1-4 high with that UCLA cut, but they bring all three cutters off where it comes to that full circle action there for Morgan.
Hansen on the logo. Goes left wing to Spence. Guarded by Moritzen.
Grantsville in man.
Swing it around Hansen. Sweeps it through, cut off on the drive, puts up the 17-foot jump shot, round the rim and drops it in.
And if you're Grantsville, you're pretty happy with that defensive possession because you cut their initial actions off. But that 15-foot game right there of Hansen is good.
Fossen with the pass to Jensen, to Moritzen, back to Jackson Jensen. Low block, short corner into Dresden. Back out to Moritzen for three, off the rim, no good. High rebound to Peterson.
And not a bad look, but Dresden being patient and comfortable just as a facilitator.
Williams putting pressure on, misses the layup. Saunders the rebound, goes back up and in. 6-0.
Coming from that offside, so big for Bracken. As he saw Mason, had a nice look. He could have stood and watched, but instead he just really aggressive.
Fossen nearly loses the handle on it, able to maintain the dribble. Jackson Jensen now near the timeline, guarded by Saunders. Lobs high post for Dresden Jensen. Sparks has the ball poked away by Hansen, and Hansen gets the steal. Saunders coming the other way. He'll go up with the right hand, blocked, out of bounds, remains Morgan. Basketball on the block by Moritzen.
Decided right there at the end, look, he kept looking for a teammate, but nobody came open, so he looked to try to finish it. Good job by Jensen to follow through and block that.
They lob in for Williams. Pass down low, and a foul going to be called on Jackson Jensen, wrapping around Saunders.
Like that little high-low look out of the 1-4 low is getting Bracken to duck in.
Hansen will inbound. 4 across the free throw line now for the Trojans. Lob into Saunders, makes the catch. High off the glass, count the basket on the foul.
Run a little false action right there. I mean, if Brody's wide open, they'll, of course, give it to him, but they send a little fake picket, and then they move and send Bracken out ball side wide, and then send him right down the middle.
Second foul on Jackson Jensen, third team foul. He'll come out of the game as Coulter Dong checks in for the Cowboys.
Coulter gave really good minutes yesterday for the Cowboys. It's been all Morgan. Their defense has been really good. Their ball pressure.
Saunders misses the and one. Jensen the rebound for Grantsville. Moritzen to Jensen. Fossen working his way around the perimeter. Tries to dribble in. Peterson lost him, and Fossen has an open 12-footer and knocks it down.
I think Brody thought there was a turnover. He was headed for a layup. Instead, he gave up a nice, really easy look.
That gets the Cowboys on the board, 8-2, Morgan. Hansen crosses on Fossen. Curls around him, pass across the key. It goes out to Spence on a loose ball. Long two on the way, and he knocks it down.
Is that a fortuitous pass?
That is a fortuitous pass.
It looked like he was headed to Williams, and then he got cut off and let it go flying.
Moritzen goes short corner to Dresden Jensen. Caught it on his hip, hands off to Dong. Dong in the short corner, out to Sparks, pumps. Gets cut off in the corner, being trapped. Tries to throw it off of Saunders. He jumped, and it goes to Dresden Jensen. Up top to Moritzen. Moritzen has it poked away by Peterson. Peterson couldn't get it back. Moritzen gathers. He'll go to Fossen. Drive in. High off the glass. No good. Dresden Jensen to put back.
Good basketball by Grantsville. Just kept after it. They didn't give up on that possession, and it paid off.
4:15 to go in the first quarter. 10-4 Morgan in this boys semifinal. Peterson into Hansen on the corner. Off the screen by Williams, and a foul going to be called.
That looked like it might have been on a moving screen. Yeah, they're going to give a moving screen right there as he came out to set that and roll. He just was real sloppy with it.
Ref didn't give us the good signal, so it took a minute to realize.
Translate, yep. Grantsville getting a little momentum here.
Fossen tries to cross over, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fossen as Peterson got his hand in on the crossover.
Brody's hands are so fast, and if you can't handle it with a tight bounce, he's going to do that to you.
Under 4 to go in the first quarter. 6-point lead. Saunders, 17-foot jump shot on the way. No good. Rebound tipped by Williams to Hansen. He'll drive in. Up and under move. Lay it up and in. Hansen with 4 points.
Williams with a big assist right there with that tip out to him.
Fossen to Dong. Back to Fossen. Drives in. Puts up the floater. Got it to go.
Pretty give and go. And caught Brody Peterson sleeping as he did his initial action. And they got caught walking back.
Coach Hunt letting Peterson know about it. Hansen goes down the lane to Williams. He dropped it off his fingertips, picked up by Dong.
Yeah, Dresden putting good pressure on him, making him uncomfortable, and that pass was low.
12-6 Morgan. Grantsville a chance to close the gap here. Right wing Sparks. Up top to Dong. Gives back to Sparks. Pumps. Saunders came out. He drives the lane. Got inside. Off the front of the rim and in.
Good choice by Cole Sparks. Getting downhill, making something happen there. The help side of Morgan has not been very good on a couple of those possessions, and that's where Grantsville's been able to cut this back to a 2-possession game.
12-8. Peterson. Left side out of Hansen into the corner to Saunders. And off the rim, no good. Jensen the rebound.
Grantsville doing a good job holding them to one and done. Got a chance to cut it to 1 possession.
Fossen off the screen, gets fouled by Saunders as he hip checked him.
Came into him hard on that switch and just real relaxed to just jump him and foul him.
Jack Hurd into the game for Morgan. Brody Peterson. Moritzen high left side. Goes to Dong up top. Hands to Fossen. Fossen tries to dribble through the double team and draws the foul.
If you're Grantsville, you're really glad that they're keeping this a tight game on the officiating. They're not allowing a lot of bump and physicality, which definitely benefits Grantsville.
You can see that one, good hard slap across both arms from Hansen. Box set here for the Cowboys. Lobs out, nice catch by Moritzen to Sparks, 3 on the way, off the glass, didn't draw iron, rebound knocked out of bounds by Williams. It'll be Grantsville ball.
Coming fast right there on that hard catch and shoot.
Morgan, 4 Morgan players surrounded the ref pleading with their case to get the ball.
The officials are going to have a conversation. We might get Barrett to show us what happened here.
They will change it over to Morgan.
Oh, now we got
the official going to call timeout.
Maybe. There's the monitor, and Grantsville definitely shoved it out of bounds.
Yep.
So good job getting in. Appreciate Barrett being able to catch that and show us. So we got the shot clock reset. Here we go.
2:21 to go in the first quarter. 12-8, Morgan with the lead over Grantsville in this boys semifinal game. Hansen will bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Fossen. Off the screen by Saunders. Pull up 16-footer from the junction and missed it short. Sparks the rebound.
Good defense came up and just made it tough enough. This is a team, Morgan, you'll see more 2-foot, 15-footers than you will see out of most teams.
Fossen tries to drive the baseline, able to kick it out to Dong. Out of the wing, out of Sparks. Sparks drives baseline, got inside, blocked out of bounds. It will be a Grantsville ball underneath.
Mason Williams comes in on that help side, and it was kind of funny. It was from the backside, so Sparks ends up jumping into him backwards. And so definitely didn't get a call there.
Into Moritzen left wing. He'll take the three. Short off the rim. Jensen a high rebound. One dribble. Baby hook with the right hand. No good. Williams pulls it down for the Trojans.
Great baseline out of bounds and even better follow through, but just not able to get that to fall to cut it to one possession.
Got two good looks for the Cowboys. Hansen right wing. Bounces into Saunders. Backing down Dong. Here comes the double team. Puts it up against him. Off the glass. No good. Jensen the rebound.
Good help side defense to help protect that post play of Bracken's.
Fossen off the screen. Pull up 17-foot jump shot off the back of the rim. Off the top of the backboard, no good. Jensen the rebound to Dong. Dong pumps. Puts up the 8-foot floater off the glass and in. 2-point game.
Dresden just willing them in with those offensive rebounds. Huge second opportunities for Grantsville.
12-10 after Morgan started up 8-0. It's now a 2-point game.
Yeah, Grantsville's done an excellent job controlling the tempo and just outworking Grantsville to the ball.
Hansen jumps through the key, right corner to Williams. Back to Hansen. Shoves off as he pulls up from 15. Air ball. Rebound underneath by Dong.
And all Grantsville on the rebound. They will have to get a shot off, so Morgan will get another possession either way. With the shot clock having that difference there, about 10 seconds.
Left side high, Moritzen. Crosses over on Spence. Out to the wing, he goes to Dong. Dong now to Fossen, guarded by Hansen. 13 on the shot clock, works his way right wing. Backdoor cut to Sparks, and the foul. Free throws coming for Cole Sparks.
That was a really pretty pass. As you see Jordan Fossen coming back into that rhythm we talked about. As he comes around, Sparks sets up his defender, and then beautiful back cut. But that one-handed bounce pass coming around with his right hand was pretty.
Sparks at the free throw line with a chance to tie the game. First free throw is good.
And I felt like Sparks' shot selection has been really good here in the first quarter. Been at the rim a lot.
Gunnar Kimber into the game for Brigham Moritzen. And they've also got Allred that'll come in for Sparks after this free throw with 19 seconds to go in the quarter.
Giving them just that little extended rest here with 19 seconds left to go.
Sparks makes them both. Ties the game at 12.
So Sparks, and it looks like they'll give Dresden just a little extended break.
Yep, they'll bring in Colt Thomas.
Coach Hunt gets his call that he wants.
12-12 your score. Hansen across the timeline, picked up by Allred, now to Hurd. Swing it around to Peterson, back to Hansen. They try to go high post to Saunders, throw it behind him, out of bounds it goes. The officials, yeah, the officials, Morgan pleading for a tip. The officials don't agree. Grantsville ball.
Get to take a look from our angle. There, I couldn't tell by the way it moved through, but you can tell on that one where it bounced off.
Grantsville nearly turns it back over, but Allred runs it down to the corner.
Take it away.
He's not going to get a shot off here. In fact, they nearly turned it over and gave Saunders a shot, but at the end of one, we're all tied up. 12-12, number 1 Morgan, number 12 Grantsville, through one quarter of play in this 3A boys semifinal on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Live high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Southern Utah University. We go to the second quarter in a tie ball game in this boys semifinal between Grantsville and Morgan. 12-12 your score. Dustin, what did you see in those first 8 minutes?
Well, it was Morgan came out quick and doing what you expect, but Grantsville countered with a great punch and just got to the rim well.
Fossen off a screen with the floater on the left side.
Did it again, and they did this in the last game, and I like it. If the screen is set and you get knocked down, that's not the offense's fault. But if you blow through it, it is. And that time it looked like it was a good screen.
Right wing Hurd skips it to Peterson. Hanson now up top, lobs high post for Saunders, poked away and a foul call. That'll go on Gunnar Kimber.
I'm guessing they're sagging 1-2-2 zone offense, kind of like a 3-2. But they've gone zone the last couple possessions, and that time they just clumping the ball and chasing it, moving really well.
Dresden Jensen back into the game for Colt Thomas.
See if Morgan identifies it and gets underneath it, because the underneath is available.
More traditional 2-3 now as they lob up top to Peterson. High post to Saunders, 15-footer from the junction, knocks it down.
He is so good from that range. He just loves 15-footers. He and Hanson both.
Ties the game at 14. Little pick and roll action with Dong, makes the catch, drives in, swatted by Williams. Crew Allred has it. He gets it over to Fossen. Pass into the corner to Kimber, and out of bounds it goes, a Grantsville turnover.
And that's where Morgan, they rely on Mason to be the help side, and that time he comes in and saves the day with a big old block.
Fossen going to get a breather for Grantsville as Sparks comes back in and Moritzen in for Kimber.
And so if you're Grantsville, how do you make sure you take care of the ball with Fossen, who's going to take that break?
7 minutes to go in the half, 14-14, little skip to my Lou action from Hanson. Now to Peterson. Peterson has the ball poked away by Allred, but gets it back and goes right wing. Short corner to Williams, pumps. Double team came, stripped the ball. Allred has it. He'll try to lob up ahead, stolen by Peterson. He goes back for Saunders, threw out in front of him. Hurd runs it down. Low block into Saunders. Pass across to Hanson, 17-footer on the baseline. No good. Williams, the offensive rebound and the putback.
Morgan this time just out pursuing and outworking Grantsville for the ball, kind of flipping it for what it's been the last while as Grantsville's outworked them generally.
Moritzen going to drive right side. Backdoor pass for Sparks. Knocked away by Hanson, and Hanson gets the steal.
Got their hands up in the passing lanes much better the last couple possessions.
Hanson tries the pass to the corner. Stolen by Allred.
Allred did a good job sloughing off, realizing that was Bracken and making sure and get that coverage.
Allred off the screen by Dong. Dribbles into the left hand. Now to Dong, now to Sparks. He'll take the deep three. Off the rim, missed it short. Rebound to Williams.
Tough defense there, forcing out that deep shot.
2-point Morgan lead.
Against this 2-3, the forwards are coming up really high. See if they find Mason. They don't.
Deep three for Hanson, no good, and the rebound to Dong.
And that's what they're asking him to shoot. Get out there on that black line, shoot.
Timeout called by Coach Riding with 5:37 to go here in the first half. The 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. 16-14, Morgan with the lead. If you're Coach Riding, what are you trying to do here?
Well, your momentum shift back. Morgan started to outwork you again, and so you got to get him back in, and then on your zone, he's shifted to that, and it's lifting really, really high. He's got to make sure he doesn't lose Mason, and if Morgan finds him, but he's got to be happy with the shots that it's forcing so far, but you have to go get the ball. And then as you come back down the floor, now we've got to get another really good look going at the rim. They've come out going at the rim well.
So we'll watch for those things here in this second quarter. 5:37 to go in this quarter. 16-14 is your score.
If you're Morgan on the other side, you've got to keep that help and then find your help the helper. Don't just get caught watching when you think you're going to turn them over. You've got to get in there and go. It looks like they may run a little 1-2-2 half-court trap right here.
Yep.
So one of Coach Hunt's favorites.
Fossen is back in the game for Grantsville. He'll bring it up.
Grantsville makes the call pretty quick on how they want to break it.
Sparks with it, picks up his dribble, lobs high for Dong, overthrew him. Saunders the steal, up ahead to Peterson, back to Saunders, rises for the dunk.
And that's one of the tough things when you call that timeout. You give Morgan a chance to switch into a defense you weren't ready for, and they capitalize on it.
Skip pass right wing to Sparks.
Tripled it, oops.
Short corner to Jensen. Touch pass now to Dong. To Fossen. And a double dribble called first.
And just really, really active. They end up collapsing, putting 4 on the ball right there. I thought Grantsville might get an easy look, but they were able to scramble back and cause enough issue. Grantsville's going to stay in their zone. Let's see if they start to find Williams
Hanson
down underneath it.
Gets the call from Coach Hunt. Pass up top to Hanson. Left wing to Peterson. Deep three on the way. Knocks it down. Brody Peterson.
He loves the 3 ball, and right there you can see they just played catch until he was open enough, and it doesn't take much for Brody. They're going to stay in their 1-2-2 trap.
Fossen to Moritzen.
First game, the trap was really hard on him.
Back to Moritzen, left wing, short corner to Jensen, high post to Dong. Out to Fossen, pumps, pull up, 16-footer, floater, no good, and he went down hard, grabbing his ankle, trying to come back to his feet.
He's tough.
Back down the lane comes Williams, and he'll be fouled.
Yeah, 3 players came down there. I love Jordan right there. He recognized it was defensive possession. Didn't matter how bad it hurt. He had to get back and help his teammates out, and he went to work to get back down there. He's going to take a little break here.
He'll come out of the game, as you said, with Allred back in.
So they've generally been 2-3, but it looks like they're going to go man on this baseline out of bounds. That goes back to that 1-4 low duck in.
High-low action. Jackson Jensen back in the game.
He's a good physical player and put Bracken in a tough spot.
Moritzen, nice pass to Dresden Jensen, blocked by Williams. Spence comes down with it.
That was a good dump pass to Dresden.
7-point Morgan lead. Grantsville took a 14-12 lead. Since then it's a 9-0 run by the Trojans. Swinging out to Peterson, open 3, nothing but net. Brody Peterson with 8.
Once he gets going, it's hard to stop him. He doesn't need a lot of daylight. And he says, let's trap some more.
10-point lead, that's the largest of the game.
Using a 2-on-2 to break it.
Left wing Allred. Swings it through, he gets in the lane. 10-foot floater, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out, Moritzen has it. Left wing Sparks, pumps, defense flies by, drives in the lane, puts it up against Williams, no good. Jensen comes down with it, off the glass and in.
Good job just staying within. That's what we saw Jackson do yesterday. He was so physical and just attacked the ball constantly.
24-16, 8-point Morgan lead here. 3:12 to go in the first half.
Grantsville's going to go back man.
Right corner Peterson off the screen for 3. Air ball hard. Backside rebound by Moritzen.
You're going to have to call that a heat check. Let her fly.
Grantsville up ahead to Allred.
Sparks on the wing. Defenses there. They think they finally, that still wasn't good.
Jensen blocked by Williams. Williams saves it from going out of bounds. Saunders ahead for Peterson, overthrows him out of bounds.
So much length from Williams right there. Saved their defenses. They were in a couple different defenses on the floor. Not everybody was playing the same action.
That pass went about 4 rows up.
Good hard pass.
Cade Randall into the game for the Trojans for Williams. So a smaller lineup now for the Trojans with 2:42 to go in the half, up 8. Up ahead to Sparks. Double team came quickly. And the trap, now the pass from Jackson Jensen, stolen by Peterson. He'll drive left side down the lane, no good, but free throws coming for Brody Peterson.
Mortensen doing a nice job of getting back and making it hard on Peterson as he was just counting on an easy layup. Good hustle back to contest that.
Peterson a little bit slow to get up off after that.
He went down pretty good and hard. Like those 2-foot finishes in those situations where it can be so physical because then you don't hit the ground nearly as hard.
In and out for Peterson. Taking a look behind the Grantsville bench, Jordan Fossen getting taped up on that right ankle. Looks like he's getting his sock back on right now.
Yeah, he definitely tweaked it.
Second free throw from Peterson, missed it.
Good job by Grantsville. They cleared out.
And the backcourt with it is Moritzen. Over to Allred. Back to Moritzen on the right wing. Skips it to Allred. The freshman and sophomore playing catch. 15-footer now from Jensen. No good. The rebound to Saunders. And now a foul called on Jackson Jensen, and that's a tough one if you're Grantsville.
Yeah.
He just stood up and hit his head, hit the leg
of Randall. Is that
of
what
Randall.
Happened? Man, that is, yeah. Here we go.
See here, you don't get to see it. He was on the ground and went to stand up, and as he spun to stand, his head just hit the leg. He slid a long ways.
Yeah, he kind of threw himself backwards, and then as he's working his way back up, just.
But that's his third. Peterson right to left, kicks it to the corner to Randall, pass up top to Spence. He'll drive in, shovels it back to Peterson, 15-footer, nothing but net. Game high 10 for Brody Peterson.
Yeah, he's gotten going. And these Trojans, when he's flying like this, they just really can score.
Allred left wing, picks it up, looks for some help as he pivots out to Dong. Skips it to Sparks. Moritzen back to Allred. Left to right in the lane. Bounces into Jensen. Shovels it up top. Right corner, Sparks for three. Nothing but net. Cole Sparks, a big three-pointer.
Good patience by Grantsville to keep skipping and working to get moving off the ball to get where you get enough daylight to shoot. I thought that Morgan really played that zone quite well, but Grantsville getting the one up on him towards the end of it.
26-19. Morgan on top. Approaching a minute to go in the half. Hansen off the screen, drives right side, off the glass, no good. Saunders misses the tip in, got his own rebound, goes back up, blocked, and free throws coming for Saunders.
So good from that offside. He sits back there in the deep short corner and waits for that attack. Comes right in and cleans up the glass for him.
First foul on Dong, 5th team foul. Morgan 0 for 3 from the line so far in this game. Saunders is 0 for 1.
Grantsville going to be able to bring Jordan Fossen back in the game here in just a minute.
In and out of the first one for Saunders. He needs to jump about a foot in the air, right?
Yeah, he's so good from there when he's a foot in the air. Make it a little easier for him. Looks like Morgan getting communicated who their matchups will be.
Saunders does get the second one. He has 9. It's now an 8-point lead, 27-19. Fossen brings it up, crosses over to get past Peterson, drives left side, got cut off in the low block. Pumps, puts it up off the glass, a little hard, and the rebound to Williams.
Morgan did a nice job of pushing him down towards the gutter enough to where that angle was really hard off the glass.
Peterson crosses on Fossen, drives into the left hand, hangs in the air, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped up off the glass by Williams. Now Peterson has it, 14-footer, no good. Spins the rebound, up and in.
It's one way to get it done, going to 1-4 low and just rebound until you can finally make it.
Shot clock turned off, 17 seconds to go, 10-point Morgan lead here in the first half. Fossen rejects the screen, hands off left side. Goes to the wing now to Moritzen. Moritzen going left to right, spins in the lane. Kicks it out, bounce into the corner to Fossen, back out to the wing, and they will not get a shot off as they ran out of time.
I think the official's going to get a foul and put it on the baseline.
Oh, yep. Do have a foul. It's the first on Morgan this quarter. The foul will go on Hurd, his second.
And he'll tell him how much time to put back up on the clock. So baseline out of bounds opportunity for Grantsville. See if they can get a good look.
Check that. That was on Saunders, his second.
Okay. A little foul trouble starting that up. Randall come in for a minute. Saunders, he's pleading his case about it. He's probably got to step off the floor. There he goes.
Beck Mondragon will inbound. The official pulling him off the floor to say, all right, it's time to play.
Time to inbound this.
They set some screens.
Looked like he was trying to do the
Lob for Moritzen, off the rim, no good.
It's kind of a fun look.
That was.
Came off of a fake elevator, extended him too far out, and then brought him back to the ball. That was awesome.
That was, but doesn't go. So at the end of 2, it is a Morgan 29 at Grantsville 19 in this 3A boys semifinal game. We've got your Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style checking account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Dustin Shakespeare here inside the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. We appreciate Jones and DeMille. They do so much throughout the state of Utah, and we appreciate their sponsorship of high school sports. As Jones and DeMille, from slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half, 10-point Morgan lead, 29-19. Dustin, your takeaway from this first half?
I've really liked Grantsville has done a good job of trying to punch back, trying to see what they can do. On the other end, Morgan's just so good. They've been able to control the tempo in different spurts. So as Grantsville went zone, it caused them some problems there for a little bit, but then as soon as they were able to get Brody Peterson open, he knocks down a couple big threes. That gets them back moving to where they can turn Grantsville over. And we knew Grantsville had to take care of the ball against this pressure of Morgan, and they've done enough, but not enough to keep it within 2 possessions. It's at least, a 10-point game. On the other side for Morgan, they've done a great job of offensive rebounding. Bracken Saunders, just from that offside, is so good. He comes from the backside and gives themselves multiple opportunities. And Mason Williams from the help side on defense, he comes and blocks shots, causes problems. But we know Morgan's really good.
Yes.
But I've liked what Grantsville's done to try to compete in the sense of there's been several possessions they've outworked them and they've got to the ball. And then there's other places where they've executed and made some changes that's made it harder on Morgan, and that's fun to see.
Yeah. Let's look at our first half stats. We'll break it down some more here. We appreciate Brad James providing these stats for us again, as we've had different cheerleading teams from the 2 schools entertain the crowd here at the half. First off for Morgan, they are led by Brody Peterson. 10 points in the first half, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. 9 from Bracken Saunders with 5 rebounds. And then you've got 4 points apiece from Jake Hansen and Cade Spence. Hansen also has 3 assists. 2 points from Mason Williams with 4 rebounds and 4 blocks in this first half. They're shooting 48% from the floor, 40% from 3, just 1 for 5 though, 20% from the free throw line.
Oh, wow. Well, at least they're somewhere, because when you're 40 from 3, that's a good way to be. 40 from 2 is not as good. And they love the mid-range game.
Well, they're basically 50 from. No, they're better than 50 from 2, in fact. So
okay, there we go.
They're right at 50, 11 for 22.
And that's really, that's solid.
Yeah.
When you can be at 50, you're really happy about that.
So if you're 50 and 40,
that's hard to deal with. I mean, that's what Morgan. They are really good at scoring, and I'd say they haven't been on fire by any stretch right here, but they've just been good.
Yes. Looking at the scoring numbers for Grantsville, 7 points in the first half for Cole Sparks, and 6 points from Jordan Fossen, and 2 points apiece from Jackson Jensen. Dresden Jensen also has 7 rebounds, and Coulter Dong. And then Brigham Morrison does have 3 rebounds, has not scored yet. But Grantsville shooting 31% from the floor, just 20% from 3, and then they're a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line here in the first half. And so overall, looking at those shooting numbers, Morgan does have 1 more shot, but 3 more free throws. And the way you break that down, turnovers 11 for Grantsville, 7 for Morgan.
Wow, and if you're Grantsville, you've got to be more efficient than that, and you've got to, your shot selection's got to be a little tighter to where you get those numbers up, because you can't afford to shoot that bad against this scoring Morgan team right there. And so how do you get some that just are a little easier so they'll fall for you?
And then taking a look at the rebound numbers as well, it is 19-17. Morgan leads on the glass, and it is 9-8 in favor of Morgan on the offensive rebounds. So Morgan leading in pretty much every statistical category, and that leads to a 10-point lead.
It sure does. That's what you expect to see when you have those stats line up like that. Go ahead and get there, and the only thing they just haven't done is a better free throw percentage, but they've got there a lot more.
Yes, they have.
So great effort by the Cowboys to come out that first half and keep it within 10.
Yeah. And we'll see what they do, what adjustments are made here, and if they can find a way to continue to battle.
Well, and that's what they've been on a nice run here. They've glued well together, and they do battle, and they've worked hard. It didn't help with Jordan's tweaking that ankle and having to go get taped up.
Right.
He was able to get back out on the floor. Hope he doesn't stiffen up too much here at half.
So a 10-point Morgan lead here at the break. We appreciate Coach Cam Wright letting us know who the superfan was for JUAP. With our headsets on, it's hard to hear who they were announcing. But you saw the superfan being announced. The 3A superfan this year is Donna Pay from JUAP.
That's a fun award that the Utah High School Association does. I like that they allow you to have the schools around for your classification, nominate somebody for that super fan, and bring them out with their family and give them a round of ovation of, these guys, these fans, some of them, man. And nowadays, if you're going to be a fan, it's expensive.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's fun to see those guys get recognized.
So 29-19 is your halftime score here inside the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. And before we take the break here, Dustin, what keys now do you see for these two teams going into the second half?
Grantsville's got to hold Morgan to one and done. That offensive rebounding really hurt them, and that's where you see some of the stretch, because otherwise they did okay defensively. They made things fairly tough. I liked the change of defense. I thought that they might have stayed an extra possession long to where they got another 3 out of it. But on the other side, if you're Morgan, don't turn the ball over, get your help side in place, and cut off the drives, and they'll be just fine.
So we'll watch for those things when we come back here in the second half. 29-19 your score. Morgan with the lead over Grantsville. This has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. They applaud the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and DeMille Engineering. We'll come back with the second half next here on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
In today's world, human connection can easily pass us by. Developing teens are especially vulnerable to feelings of loneliness and lack of connection. So slow down. Talk to them about their feelings. Help them feel safe and supported. Even a few minutes of daily conversation can make a lifetime of difference. Get tips on family connection for healthy futures at letschat.utah.gov.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days,
days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centracom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centracom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centracom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Dustin Shakespeare here on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports. After this one more game to go. And that is the 2-3 matchup. Number 2 Richfield and number 3 American Heritage. That will be the nightcap game. Scheduled for a 9-10 tip-off. But we've been running a little bit late here in these semifinal games today, as you would expect. They get intense. A little really more whistles, a little more timeouts, and we start to see.
You use all your timeouts, extends things out. Like you said, you get some. I thought last game we stayed out of the whistles for the most part pretty good, and that was nice. In this game, what are we? We had a little foul trouble starting to stack up. What did we end up with foul trouble-wise?
On the foul side of things, it is Jackson Jensen does have 3 for Grantsville. And then everybody else for Grantsville with 1 that has a foul. Bracken Saunders has 2. Jack Hurd he just has 1. So Bracken Saunders with 2.
Not too many whistles, but just a couple of them there. But that does. Jackson Jensen had such a well of a game yesterday, and it wasn't with scoring; it was with everything.
Yeah.
Like he scored when he needed to, and that was huge. But man, he was involved in so much, and so having to sit a bit wasn't good. But Colter Dong comes off the bench, and he's put some good effort in helping him out.
Yeah, he has. But, even these games, just the whistle. I mean, we saw Coach Porter for Ogden. He started purposely fouling at like 1:58 in the game. And so that extends those games out.
That's a huge piece. And so, on that side of it, as you described the whistle, I like that explanation in the sense of when you have to foul and bring those whistles in to where it does extend it out more, especially without any one-and-ones, because you don't get to go back to play after 1 if it's a miss.
That's right.
You got to shoot 2.
It's always going to be 2. So anyways, we get ready now for the second half. Brody Peterson getting 1 more free throw up.
Coach Hunt studying which entry he wants to call. Start things out.
He's got his play card.
Yes, he does.
Coming onto the floor for Grantsville. It will be.
There's a 5th guy coming.
Yeah, Jordan Fossen will make his way out there. It's going to be 4 of the 5 starters. They will not have Jackson Jensen starting this quarter. Coulter Dong will come out.
He gave him some good minutes.
He did. And for Morgan, it will be the starting 5 with Spence, Hansen, Peterson, Saunders, Williams. Once again for Grantsville, that'll be Dong, Moritzen, Fossen, Sparks, and Dresden Jensen. They run Bracken Saunders to the right junction. Fakes a handoff, pumps up and under move with the right hand off the glass, no good. The rebound to Dresden Jensen.
It's a play we've seen a lot throughout the years from Coach Hunt, but I don't know if I've ever seen it as a huge step through.
Well, when your steps go halfway down the floor,
you can do that, right? Brantsville doing a good enough job to make him miss, though.
Moritzen up top, lobs down the lane for Dresden Jensen. Kicks it out to the wing to Dong. Dong out to Sparks. He'll step into a 3. Nothing but net. Cole Sparks makes it a 7-point game.
Well, I like the inside-out catch for Cole right there as he moved without the ball, came up to it, and made that a much more rhythm-type shot. If he stays standing, Brody's just going to be able to guard him, but Brody fell asleep.
10 points for Sparks. 29-22 Morgan. Off the screen, Hansen pulls up from 17 and knocks it down.
Really nice screen to get him open as he loves that shot. He's put a lot of time into that shot.
31-22, 9-point Morgan lead. Fossen goes away from the screen to the corner to Sparks. Catch and shoot 3 again. This one's off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped out, and Peterson saves it into Saunders.
You notice the difference the way that rhythm of that catch and shoot is coming from the side. It's a different feel.
Down the lane to Williams. Backs down Jensen. Hook with the right hand. Missed it short. Jensen the rebound.
Dresden, great job pushing him out and away to where he couldn't just come over that shoulder.
Fossen with a great pass to Sparks, but he dropped it. Grantsville still has it. Fossen now in the corner for 3. Short off the rim. Backs a rebound. Sparks. Off the glass. No good. And rebound battle for out of bounds it goes. Let's see who they call here. It's going to be Grantsville ball. Yeah, they didn't point.
They did not point.
They must have said something.
And everybody's confused still.
So it will be Grantsville ball. A couple of good looks there for the Cowboys.
Well, and I love Dresden got an assist to that because he pushed Mason underneath the hoop to where he couldn't get the rebound. And so Cole was able to get it. Oh, boy.
Not sure where Fossen was throwing that one. Nobody there. And so Spence will just pick it up for Morgan. Out to Peterson. Peterson gets a full head of steam. Crosses over as he gets to the other side of the floor. Spins in the lane. Puts it up and draws the foul.
He was kind of spun in the circle there until something opened up. His head was so far down he couldn't see if anybody else was opening up. So he just waited till it slipped up and open for him.
Timeout called by Coach Hunt.
He might be talking about how the offense did not move very well there and they didn't rebound on the other end.
Let's see if it's a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it. So 6:05 to go in the third quarter. It is Morgan 31, Grantsville 22. And this 3A boys semifinal on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Centers. We come out of that timeout. Brody Peterson at the line. Shoot 2. That foul was called on, I believe, Fossen. And I'm trying to make sure I have the right one.
Yeah,
first free throw from Peterson is good.
1.
It's Moritzen. Moritzen got his second.
2, yeah.
Peterson makes the first one here. He was 0 for 2 from the line in the first half.
Moritzen, one of the several really good sophomores playing here in the tournament.
Next one, got the bounce. 12 now, a game high for Brody Peterson. 11-point lead is the largest of the game now for the Trojans. Skip pass left corner to Sparks. Three-pointer on the way over Saunders. High bounce off the rim, no good. Foul on the rebound is going to go against Spence as he backed in under Dresden Jensen.
Dresden doing a good job being tough, getting in there and drawing that foul. as that pass was really fun to watch. Sparks have to move to get underneath it. The pass went to where it was supposed to go. Sparks had to catch up to it.
Inbounding is Fossen. Throws it out for Sparks.
But it had enough loft on it to where he was able to sit under it.
Sparks high off the glass, no good on the dribble drive. Rebound is saved by Williams. He goes down hard. Up the floor comes Peterson to Hansen. Off the glass and in.
Way to run the floor. You got your rim runner just there. Got it up the sideline. Good pass.
Now back to the way come the Cowboys. Low block into Fossen. High post to Dong. 15-footer in and out. Rebound tipped by Jensen. Saunders comes down with it. 13-point Morgan lead.
Calls the entry out.
Hansen right wing to Saunders. Up top, they swing it around from Spence. Hands to Williams.
Didn't go with an entry, just a 5 out.
Yeah, now Peterson going to drive in. And an offensive foul called on the screen. That'll be the third on Saunders. Sparks is down right in front of the Morgan bench.
He is shook up. He must have got hit hard. We saw off the ball. Didn't see it.
So that's Saunders' third foul. Second team foul on Morgan.
He must have tagged him.
Yeah, Cade Randall will come into the game for Saunders. Sparks is going to come out as Crew Allred checks in for Grantsville. Fossen up ahead to Moritzen. Back to Fossen. Now high to Jackson Jensen also in the game. Dresden Jensen, 15-footer no good on the baseline. And rebound to Moritzen. Goes to Dresden Jensen. Bodies on the floor. Jensen rips it free from Spence and lays it up and in.
Morgan goes into a 2-3 with high pressure, and they lift the forwards up. Grantsville gets underneath it. Nice job.
Across the timeline comes Hansen. Hands it off to Spence. Now to Peterson. Peterson going to drive the lane. Has a wide open look. Off the glass and in.
He's kind of got a head of steam going at the rim whenever he's catching it.
Allred passes to Moritzen. Back to Allred. He's going to drive inside. Puts it up. Off the glass. No good. Bodies are on the floor every possession right now. Spins now the other way. Bounces across to Peterson. Off the glass and in. Peterson with 16.
You got to watch Spence make sure the defense came up to him right there. That was really good transition as we get to see on the late. He drew Mortensen right up to him. He didn't pass it early. He passes that early. Mortensen can guard it.
Yes, he can. Good play by Cade Spence, 39-24. Timeout called. Let's keep it right here now as Morgan's gone on a run here to extend the lead up to 15. What's been the key?
Well, it's that activity on attacking the hoop. They just have really done a nice job of getting after it. And then that last time in transition, just to be able to get up the floor. And Grantsville is just not getting much past that the last couple possessions, not getting much past the three-point line as Morgan switching in and out of defenses, running their 1-2-2, their 2-3 that has a funky shape to it, and then their man.
So now after Coach Riding.
Well, I like he's trying to stop the momentum. He's using a timeout. He's got to find a way to stop the momentum of Morgan because they just score. They score in spurts. The problem is their spurts come really fast. And if you don't get them shut off, they'll keep going. And so Brody Peterson has been going at the rim, at the rim, at the rim. You need a good offensive possession here, but more importantly, you got to stop him from going to the rim.
Yeah.
That's been a key piece to their stretch.
39-24 Morgan as we come out of the timeout in this 3A boys semifinal game.
A little baiting going on there with Jordan and Hansen. Hansen exaggerated that pretty good. Jordan Fossen put his hand on his chest and he jumped back.
Fossen in the backcourt. Off the screen by Jackson Jensen, works his way up the floor, shovels it over to Jensen, back to Fossen, back to Dresden Jensen, and he traveled.
Really pretty bounce pass back into Jensen's hands from Fossen. Like to have seen him be able to come and get that strong finish.
15-point Morgan lead. Up the floor comes Hansen.
Grantsville stay man.
Right wing it goes. Now up top to Randall. Down the lane, Williams. Baby hook with the right hand, got forced away, missed it short.
Dresden's guarded him really well, playing from behind today. He hasn't let him just come over his shoulder for those.
Fossen, right wing to Allred. Dribbles into the key, pull up 13-footer air ball. And rebound, saved by already, hit it off the knee of Williams. Grantsville ball.
It bounced back and forth. Williams must have been out of bounds right there. And we get to enjoy another one. I like the little pull-up right there as it was still down. Oh, yeah. His foot was on the ground because I knew it jumped back off of Grantsville, but his foot was on the ground when it bounced off of him, so definitely good call.
Left side high, Moritzen. 4 low here for Grantsville. Spins in the lane. Goes to Fossen. Fossen just throws it up off the glass, no good. 4 on the shot clock. And now he comes into Hanson. The official's going to stop this one.
He's still wound up.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he went down in the post because he felt like he had an advantage. And down there he was working hard like you'd expect both of them to do. And then he allowed Hanson to win that one because where he just kind of let her fly. And then he just...
Carrara's going to come in for Jordan Fossen.
Well, now Hanson's staying down and visit with Coach Riding about it.
Yeah, Hanson's visiting with Coach Riding and Coach Bird.
Yeah, they both had a visit. Now the official's going to tell a story.
And he's just telling him to get down the floor.
Coach Hunt's down there visiting with another official. He's got a story to be told, too. He's got perspective. I don't know if anybody knows where the ball's supposed to come in.
Or what the call is even.
I mean, there's that, too.
We know play was stopped.
Play was definitely stopped.
We know Morgan had the basketball.
Maybe we'll have to ask Barrett to re-show us what happened down the end because we got distracted by all the extracurriculars. It looks like Spence feels like the ball's going to come inbounds down up the other half there.
But it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
It doesn't seem like the ball was there. It seemed like it was down the other side. Oh, here comes Barrett. We got the ball. Got a rebound. And he goes right at him. So there's no way the ball should be there.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. There should be a foul on Allred if there wasn't.
On Fossen, you mean?
Fossen, yes, Thank you. Sorry. One would think. And they did get the ball at the right spot. So
I don't know that anything ended up being
I've
called.
never seen nothing called when he goes at a kid like that.
Well, they do have 2 team fouls listed, so they must have called one. They just didn't announce it.
Okay.
I don't know what's been going on.
A lot. Everybody had a story to be told. We didn't tell the story very well, though.
Hanson, dribble short corner, 15-footer, knocks it down. Jake Hanson with 10.
That's a good way to keep playing the game.
And now they try to pass backdoor to Allred. Ball got tipped. Jackson Jensen gathers it. High post to Dresden. He'll drive the lane right side. Blocked by Williams.
Great defense by Williams. He stayed walled up. And with his length, he could contest Dresden, and he does.
Hanson now goes left side. Pull up 17-footer. Missed it short and a foul called. That'll send Jake Hanson to the line to shoot 2 as Cole Sparks picks up his second.
He's just got the green light in that mid-range. As he comes down the floor, they get it over to him. Able to draw another foul. So Hanson, he keeps playing as Fossen lost his cool. He's got to sit on the bench.
Free throw from Hanson is good.
And he's going to take a break here in a second.
And Fossen's going to come back into the game for Grantsville. He'll come in for Crew Allred.
The freshman came in, gave it a good effort.
Second free throw now from Hanson. And got that one to go. It's a 19-point Trojan lead, 43-24, as they have pulled away here in the third quarter with 2:13 to go in the quarter.
Just really held Grantsville out in a way to where they just haven't been able to score.
Hurd into the game for the Trojans. Fossen brings it up. Sparks on the left wing, and an offensive foul called on Fossen on the screen.
And that's where when you do those things, you draw a lot of attention to yourself, and so you're watched a lot closer. And as he comes down in, he makes that little pitch. He just got his knees out into Spence, and that wouldn't have been called probably otherwise if it hadn't been drawn that extra attention to himself.
Backdoor cut to Spence, gets inside, off the glass and in.
Good give and
Spence
go.
with 6.
Good give and go. Hit the high post, he's up, mid-post, is up out of the way where he can work and go off, cut off of him.
Brody Peterson being active defensively on Moritzen. Moritzen
Brody's
goes to
game.
Fossen. Fossen able to throw it off of Hurd. Now pass up the floor to Jensen. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by Jackson Jensen and a foul called. Getting physical.
It is. There's a little chippy. We talked about there's a rivalry piece to this. These guys don't really like each other too much.
Yep.
And it's happening.
Spence picks up his second, third team foul.
He kind of just comes in and goes through Jackson Jensen. Not much screen right there. I don't know if it's because Randall, it looked like to me Randall shoved Jackson Jensen down out of the way where he couldn't. So
yeah, so he'll pick up the foul. So
that's one way to blow up that block-to-block screen, is just shove the guy clear out of bounds.
They lob in for Dresden Jensen. Into Sparks, long two on the way. Rattles it in. Cole Sparks with 12.
A little baseline bound execution, is that's one thing Grantsville likes. They like to get it to Dresden and run Cole off of him to pitch out.
Peterson pass up top to Spence, swing it to the Hurd. Looking inside for Williams. Dresden Jensen tips it away, but whistled for the foul. That'll send Mason Williams to the line to shoot two.
Dresden doing a really nice job three-quartering as Mason was trying to push him and seal him up, but all that length, able to come around, make a really, really hard catch. But the pass coming in was enough to where Dresden had to foul if he was going to stop it. It's hard to three-quarter when you're that low, hard to quarter from that three-quarter from that top side, because if the offensive ball handler takes one dribble down, then they can seal up and you can dump it in real easy right there, and it's not nearly the fight that it was.
Cole Thomas into the game for Jackson Jensen as Williams made the first free throw. That's the first foul on Dresden Jensen.
It's been fun to watch him play here in the tournament.
Second free throw, short. Thomas the rebound. 45-26, Morgan with the lead over Grantsville. 1:04 to go here in quarter number 3. Fossen off the screen by Jensen, off of Thomas. Little pick and pop with Thomas, now goes to Sparks. Sparks cut off on the dribble drive, stolen by Randall, and a foul going to be called on Sparks. That'll send Cade Randall to the line to shoot two.
Kind of the same thing, just a little extra work after the play had been taken care of. He stole the ball from him, and Sparks just really just kept wanting to shove him out of bounds. Like I said, both teams playing through the whistle a little more, maybe through the turnover or the pretty much everything.
Yeah. Randall hits the first one, his first point of the game. Puts the lead to 47-26. And the second one. Peterson nearly steals the entry pass. Pass up ahead now to Thomas. He's going to go all the way in. A block from behind. Out of bounds it goes off of Thomas.
Randall did a great job of coming around and just watching the ball. He didn't do anything crazy. He just watched for the ball, and when he hit it, he locked it down. Of course, the front side was Williams doing a nice job on it. So you got another 10-second difference here in the shot clock. So Grantsville will get another chance either way.
Peterson right side high. Dribbles in against Fossen, spins, elevates, 10-footer no good. Randall the rebound. Goes out to Hurd, blocked on the shot by Jensen.
Nice job by Jensen catching it, just to Hurd just fading away.
Fossen up the floor to Moritzen. Down the lane to Jensen. Steps around, reverse layup is good.
Ooh, that was pretty work on the baseline, coming out of the gutter with the dribble.
So 20-point lead, 48-28 Morgan. 6 seconds to go here on quarter number 3. Spinning is Peterson. He elevates, blocked up the glass, but the tip in by Williams at the horn.
Great effort by Williams. The communication with Peterson wasn't quite on target, but he's so good. He got downhill. Just still a little bit of a sloppy finish, but Williams didn't care. He wanted that extra board and put in.
That's right. At the end of 3 in this 3A boys semifinal game, number 1 Morgan 50, number 12 Grantsville 28 on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centracom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Get a good look at Dresden Jensen there as he had a phenomenal reverse layup finish.
That is how you big fella coming through the baseline from out of the gutter. Oh, that was fun.
22-point Morgan lead, though, here in this semifinal game. Grantsville basketball. They lob into Fossen in the backcourt.
They decided to put Bracken back in, give Brody a break.
And Jackson Jensen creates some space, misses the shot from 10 feet. Saunders the rebound.
That's showing you how well he can get up there. He's just by himself.
Hansen off the screen, crosses to the corner, he goes to Randall. Back out to Hansen on the wing, up top to Hurd. Hurd bounces Saunders. Saunders goes left to right in the lane, scoop with the right hand, got it to go.
You watched him, he started on the nail and he drifted out and away and just got ready to attack Dresden as Dresden came out and he knew he could go by him.
Now right side high, Fossen down the lane to Dresden Jensen, spins against Saunders, lays it up and in.
And that's the first time today where he's been able to catch on the post and they haven't pushed him out and away. He's been able to use an action to get at the rim. Really nice spin move.
So 52-30 your score. Up top spins. Right wing to Saunders. Saunders steps back for a deep three off the rim, no good. And Jackson Jensen the rebound.
Pretty relaxed there. Just letting it fly.
Moritzen off the screen. Spins down the lane, comes to a stop, puts it up, blocked by Randall.
He's got great hands.
Saunders will bring it the other way. Hurd transition three from the wing, short off the rim. And a foul on the rebound will go on Jackson Jensen. That's going to be his fourth.
Randall gets up in the air, and with that bump from Jackson, some of those guys he's been hitting so hard it doesn't make him fly, but it did with Randall.
Some words now between Jensen and Randall, so the official has to come separate them.
Those guys played football against each other. They got a little more in them.
Hansen to inbound. Saunders able to shake the defense of Jensen, lays it up and in.
Just lifted up and away, and nobody else moved, and so he was able to drop back to the ball. Just a good guy, good way to move the defense.
Jensen lobs down for Dresden Jensen, backs down Saunders, baby hook with the right hand, off the back of the rim, no good. Saunders the rebound.
And that time he's not able to get around him, so he has to go over the top of him from a little further away.
Saunders crosses, scoop with the right hand, no good, but free throws coming for Bracken Saunders.
And he's come on the floor here in the fourth quarter and attacked the basket. Just off the dribble a whole lot from out there at the three-point line. He is a really good basketball player.
That's one way to say it. He is good. Reigning 3A MVP.
Yeah. Shows you he can do it from all different ways.
Knocks down that one. He has 14. That foul is on Dresden Jensen. That was his second. He'll come out of the game as Coulter Dong checks in.
He's done a lot of good hard work for the Cowboys as they made it to the semifinals.
Saunders makes them both. He has 15. Fossen in the backcourt. Lobs in for Dong, makes the catch, puts it up, no good off the glass. The rebound to Randall.
Hansen came just in enough time to make it hard to score.
Now Hansen drives left side, scoop with the right hand, lay it up and in. Hansen with 14.
Takes that hard hit and then he's able to circle around it.
I believe it should be 58-30. I don't think they counted Saunders' second free throw as Fossen now draws the foul here and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
He loves how tough he is. You can tell that ankle's not quite right, but he's using the adrenaline to keep him going. He put the pressure in on Hurd.
First free throw just snuck it over the front of the rim. It's just free throw number 3 in the game for Grantsville. Wow. And misses the second one, spends the rebound.
Yeah, Bracken helped boxed out. Randall got out of the way.
Down the lane to Randall, catches it, taps it across to Hansen. Too hard off the glass, and the rebound to Fossen.
Brigham doing a good job of making that to where he could, made it really hard on him to where he could miss.
Left side Sparks. Left to right in the lane. Puts the shot up down the lane, and Cole Sparks now with 14.
It was not real pretty offense, but it got something to go through the hoop.
Coach Hunt going a little deeper into the bench as you hear a cheer from the Morgan crowd as they came off to get ready to check in.
There's somebody they're cheering that they wanted on the floor too. I don't know who it was, but
Saunders curls off the screen, gets in the lane, lost the basketball, has it poked away, it's still loose, dives on it and knocks it out of bounds. Grantsville ball.
That's probably the last you'll see of Bracken. He doesn't think so. He's headed down the other way. There, he got told.
It'll be Brody Peterson coming back in along with Brighton Wimpy and Jarek McCleary. I'm pretty sure they're 58 still.
Yeah.
Instead of 57, but
that's where we're at.
25 or 24-point lead here for Morgan. A lob in for Jensen, makes the catch, puts it up, draws the foul. Free throws coming for Dresden Jensen.
Good heady play right there, coming down the floor, seeing Dresden's got a size advantage now, and just quickly went to the lob as there's no backside help, and puts Randall in a tough spot.
It's the second foul on Cade Randall as Jensen misses the first one.
If your offense can take the backside help out away when they're going to front, that's just makes it really easy for somebody like Dresden that can jump and go from there, and that's where you see Coach Hunt says, well, probably not going to give that to him all the time. We're going to get Mason back on the floor.
Second free throw from Jensen is good. Jensen with 9. 58-34, Morgan with the lead. Peterson crosses over, goes left wing to Wimpy. Back out to Peterson. Dribbles into the left hand, gets cut off, fades away now from 8 feet. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound is on the ground. And Fossen goes to the ground to grab it and calls time.
He's gonna go rest that ankle for just a second as he dives on the ball. He works hard. He's fun to watch.
It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 4:13 to go in the game. It is Morgan 58 to Grantsville 34 on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back here at the American First Event Center at Southern Utah University. I said the score is 58. They still have 57 on the screen.
Hey, we know you're the master.
Well, I'm not the master, but I'm pretty sure where I'm at. We got Brad James down there. He's up there. You can tell he's getting a little.
He's starting to twitch a little extra.
He's like, yeah, it's 58.
He knows. Yeah,
so,
Brad Father, he's probably working on him right here. Oh, yeah,
he's got Rob Cuff over there working on him now.
Yep,
so.
You saw it coming. Oh, we appreciate what the Brad Father does. He keeps him honest.
That's right. There it is. See, we knew.
Yeah, you guys are very good at that. It's amazing how you guys are able to track that stuff. All right, we're going to have a little full court pressure out of Morgan. Keep doing what they do. They are a pressure-oriented team.
Morrison gets it to Jensen as they just go a little give and go with each other. Down the floor he comes all the way to the rim. Got it to go. Jackson Jensen.
It's a good way to take care of it. A little, like you said, you get that give and go and get downhill. Nobody wants to come over and cut anybody off.
58-36, left wing Peterson. Dribbles baseline, drift pass into the corner. McCleary for 3, air ball hard. Williams with the putback. Dresden Jensen went down, and he is slow to get up, grabbing his ankle.
Those low-top blue shoes seem to be rolling ankles today.
There's a lot of those shoes out there.
There are.
3 for Grantsville, 1 for Morgan. No, 4 for Grantsville.
4, yeah.
He's going to walk off the floor. Appears to be okay as he gets there. I mean, he's limping on it, but doesn't need help.
Yeah.
Williams was 7 after that putback. 24-point lead.
This changes the size so much now. Williams got a big old advantage.
Cole Sparks able to draw the foul on Wimpy. That'll send Sparks to the line to shoot 3. Well, and it looks like with Jensen out, Coach Hunt's going to go ahead and pull Randall back into the game.
Yeah. Don't need that size in there quite as bad. I'm guessing Brody, yep, Brody's headed out too. He might need to go get some ice on that soleus muscle.
Sparks hits the first one. He has 15 to lead the Cowboys. Second one as well.
Yep. Oh, Brody's headed down to the ice bucket.
Coming into the game for Morgan will be Jackson Pierce, sophomore. Free throw is good as Sparks makes all 3. He has 17. That's a game high.
Good score. He's gotten a lot of points throughout the year for Grantsville.
60-39. Up top, Wimpy pulls up on the free throw line, steps through, and he traveled in the process. Got it to go, but wave it off.
Yeah, that's right. So it looks like they'll keep putting some ball pressure on. Last time they ran a layup off of it. They backed off that time. They didn't put so much pressure.
Up the floor comes Fossum. Rejects the screen, going to drive right side. Kick to the wing to Sparks. Open 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. High rebound. That'll be taken by Pierce.
Yeah, Morgan boxed out really well there. Only one Grantsville guy, and 2 of them were on him.
Approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. They work around the perimeter. McCleary dribbles in, scoop with the left hand, off the glass and in. Jarek McCleary.
5 out with some weave pitching action to see if they can get the defense to give him a step.
Fossen hesitates, kicks out to the wing to Jackson Jensen for 3. Around the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up, and Hurd has it.
Good job by Grantsville, holding to 1 and done.
Left wing ahead into the corner to Pierce. He'll take the long 2 off the rim, no good. Foul on the rebound will go against Cade Randall.
Guess he didn't like him.
That'll be his third, team's third.
Behind.
Or team's 4th, excuse me. Gunnar Kimber into the game. Crew Allred into the game. And Beck Mondragon into the game for Grantsville.
Get some more minutes here.
Jackson Jensen will stay on the floor along with Coulter Dong. Allred off the screen. Pass to the wing to Kimber. To the free throw line, he hands off to Jensen. Backdoor pass is knocked away, goes into the corner. Picked up by Kimber, but bounce pass inside to Dong, but taken away by Randall.
Don't know that Dong saw that. That was a pretty good pass.
It was.
That slipped around there. I'm not sure he was where it was going to come.
Swinging around the perimeter does Morgan. Down to under 2 minutes to go in this semifinal. Trojans are headed back to the state championship game.
Yes, they are. They've had a dandy ball season.
Yes, they have. They'll face the winner of either Richfield or American Heritage. Those 2 meet next.
Looking forward to that one. That's going to be a fun matchup to see. Pretty conflicting styles.
3-pointer from Brighton Wimpy from the right corner.
Good patience, good ball movement. Wimpy got his look.
Allred blocked by McCleary. He'll take it the other way. Morgan's coach is on the bench saying slow her down. That 3-pointer from Wimpy came when it was just a few seconds on the shot clock, and they'd like that again.
Oh, and look at those starters over there cheering them on. They are doing a good job cheering their guys on. You love seeing that.
Up top with it is Pierce. Into the corner, McCleary hands it off to Hurd. Pull up 15-footer with 6 on the shot clock, and he knocks it down.
Man, and he was flying sideways. That was a tough shot.
28-point lead for the Trojans. 45 seconds to go in the game, and Hurd with a reach-in foul will send Crew Allred to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just jumped right into him. Made it pretty easy to call as he rejected that screen. I don't know, Hurd decided he wanted to overwhack. The freshman, he's going to get a couple free throws.
Looking for his first points of the game. Misses short on the first one. Going to get Colt Thomas into the game for Jackson Gents. Nope, for Coulter Dong.
He's been able to get quite a few minutes today. As we've got 9-second difference here.
Yep, misses the second one. Rebound goes to Randall. Hurd goes right wing to Wimpy. Into the corner to McCleary. They swing it around into the left corner now, Randall. Working his way around the perimeter, gets it back to Wimpy. Take it down to 12 on the shot clock. Pierce curls in the lane. Nice backdoor pass. Kick to the corner now. McCleary. He'll go down the lane back to Pierce. Pull up 6-footer. Missed it short off the rim. Got his own rebound. And with that, Morgan can just dribble it out. As they go to Hurd, he lost it. And it's taken away by Mondragon. He'll drive left side. And missed it. The tip in, though, is good from Jackson Jensen at the horn.
Wouldn't expect anything else from Jackson.
Nope. And that'll do it. Morgan heads back to the 3A state title game with a 67-41 win over Grantsville. We'll take the break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centracom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Now back to the court for more high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University as the number 1 seeded Morgan Trojans move on to the 3A state title game with a 67-41 win over the Grantsville Cowboys. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. And Dustin, your takeaway from this one?
Oh, yeah, Morgan was able to do Morgan things. They score so well. They try to speed you up. They were able to speed Grantsville up enough to get that lead up, buffered enough where they wanted. And then Grantsville got a little frustrated. After that, it just kind of was done.
Yeah. Let's look at our final stats here. Well, we don't have them quite yet from Brad yet, it looks like. And so we'll get to those here in just a moment. But with that win, of course, Morgan does move into that state championship game as they will be going up against either Richfield or American Heritage, as those two teams are getting ready to go now for the semifinal of the day here at the America First Event Center. You've already got them. You're on the hot list for Brad.
I'm on the hot list for Brad. We work together.
Taking a look at the stats in this one. First off, for Morgan, they were led today 16 points from Brody Peterson. He also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals. Bracken Saunders with 15 points and 9 rebounds in limited action due to some foul trouble in the first half. 14 for Jake Hansen, along with 4 assists and a couple of steals. 7 points and 9 rebounds. There's the Brad father hooking us up here. 7 points and 9 rebounds for Mason Williams with 4 assists and 5 blocks in the game. 6 points from Cade Spence, 3 for Brighton Wimpy, 2 apiece for Cade Randall, Jack Hurd, and Jarek McCleary. Morgan shoots 50% from the floor, 30% from 3, and 67% from the free throw line, going 9 for 10 from the line in the second half after 1 for 5 in the first half.
That's a good adjustment right there. Yeah. Be able to knock those down, but yes, the efficiency really, really good. The only thing that you can look at is that 1 for 5 from 3 in the second half, but generally, other than that, I mean, just really nice offensive game by Morgan, and they just score so well.
On the stats for Grantsville, Cole Sparks finishes with 17 points. A couple of rebounds in there as well. 9 points and 10 rebounds for Dresden Jensen. 7 points for Jordan Fossen. 6 points for Jackson Jensen with 4 rebounds. And then you had 2 points for Coulter Dong with 3 rebounds and 3 assists in the game. Grantsville shoots just 32% from the floor, 18% from 3. They were 64% from the free throw line. But 14 more shots taken by, 4 more shots taken by Morgan, but also 4 more free throws in the game, and then they shot a much higher percentage.
Yeah, just a lot more efficient, able to get really, really good looks, and then they score in harder ways. Like, good looks for them are different than a lot of other teams. This Morgan team shoots probably more 2-point 15-foot shots than anybody else in 3A, and depending on where you're looking, in a lot of these, and they're just really good at them. Yeah. They can shoot them so many different ways, and like you were joking at the free throw line with Bracken, you throw him up in the air and spin him around, he's going to make that 15-footer.
That's right. Taking a look at the rebound battle in this one, 39-31, Morgan with the advantage there. They go 15 on the offensive glass, does Morgan, compared to 14 for Grantsville, so pretty similar there. And then at turnovers, though, that was another one, 17 for Grantsville, 13 for Morgan.
Big difference as they just dominated inside, and Bracken and Williams are they're such a good pair in there, and they really can clean house.
And there's a few mistakes there on our graphic here with the stats, but you get the gist of where we're at right now. Is again, Morgan, they led in every statistical category of the half. They increased that lead in most statistical categories by the end of the game.
Yeah, just dominated it, and it was going to be hard for Grantsville, and I thought they gave a great fight. I thought for what the pieces they have, I thought they came out and made a really good effort.
Yeah. All right, well, as we wrap up our coverage, any final thoughts on this one, Dustin?
Another fun ball game to do with you. I'm excited for Coach Hunt and the Trojans heading back to the state championship game tomorrow.
Yep. And they'll either play Richfield or American Heritage. Those two play next. Again, your final in this one, 67-41, Morgan over Grantsville on Centracom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Centracom Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.